What's up, guys? It's Dominic, DeAngelo, and we are back. We're on a special Monday night with Mr. Monday Night. It's Rob Van Dam. It's one of a kind. And Rob, yeah, we got a big announcement coming up here. How are you doing, man?
Dude, you didn't even let him guess this week.
I figured I'd let him in on
Got to
it.
switch it up every once in a while. Huh?
Right, got to keep them on their toes, you know?
Sorry, I can already tell I'm screaming, but I got a little congestion in my ears still from traveling and a little bit of a head cold, I believe.
Ruh-roh.
Right, so sorry if I'm screaming at you. This is my beautiful wife, Katie.
Hey, y'all.
Katie.
You said me for maybe. Yeah, happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
I want to say thanks again to Seth, Venice Beach Club, whatever the hell his name is, for that song. Katie was just saying it reminds her, just like me, of our trip to Hawaii with D.
Yeah.
Because we played the fuck out of that. So just good vibes. And we missed him last week because he was thrown off with our jumping around on the schedule. So
Yeah, we're a little all over the place, but that's okay. Hopefully he'll tune in tonight. We'll see. He usually pops in later on during the show. So.
yeah, well, and do we normally have a lot of people on my Twitter watching that we're not going to have now? Or
Typically, I'm trying to check the numbers right now, and it's looking a little different than what we usually have.
tell me some numbers sometime because I'm clueless and I can't even remember where this podcast is available. So let me know.
We're typically on RVD's Twitter. Then we're also usually on RVD's YouTube channel, and then we're typically on OneTrueSportTV.com too. So
And no more Premiere. We're done with that.
we're long done with Premiere.
Like you used to say, I heard you say a couple times, available. We're all iTunes.
Still up there, still up. Yep. So you can give us 5 stars. We're all available on the audio though.
Rumble, no.
Not Rumble. I'm going to bring Rumble back though. I will bring Rumble back. We'll get some more platforms happening. So we're all across the board here.
Having an on-air meeting right now. On-air production.
On-air production meeting. You guys are getting the dirty details.
I like to keep everybody included.
That's right.
That's what my project is about.
That's right. Do you want to talk about it now? We can.
You want to talk about it now, baby?
Sure.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's do it now then, Rob. Yes, you see a mysterious new logo above me right here. And Rob is about to explain it. So.
Oh, damn it.
There you go. There you go. We're getting there. It is right there. All right, Rob, go for it, man. What is this announcement you guys got cooking?
So, RVD is known for always caring about his fans. RVD's the one that listens to the fans. We've been working on this project for a long time, and we are live now. Although we're always going to be improving and adding to what we got. And that's the whole idea of the project, because the feedback from the fans is what's going to make us constantly improve from ground zero to sky's the limit. And we have long plans. As it grows, we grow. Basically, it's called Only Wrestlers. And the idea is we're building a community with the wrestlers and the fans. A community. Here's how it works. So I'm going to split it in 2 halves. The easier half, I think, to understand might be it's Only Wrestlers as a platform where fans can subscribe and follow the wrestlers, their favorite wrestlers, whoever they want to, and the wrestlers will be sharing whatever content they wish to share. In other words, I'm going to be doing daily blogs starting today. I don't know if I'd call it a blog, but I'm going to be doing every single day. And Katie and RVD are free to follow because, yay. Yeah. And also OWA, which is this community, is also free to follow. So sign up, follow at least us 3. And we are waiting to hear back from a lot of wrestlers. And this is something we'll be growing with is the talent pool. A lot of the guys and girls are going to be always signing and growing, and the fans are too. And I'll tell you some incentives we got for that. But Only Wrestlers, a platform so you can follow your favorite wrestlers, content creators. Maybe they want to show you workouts. Maybe they want to show you what they're doing on the road. Maybe they want to promote stuff. There'll be companies on there that you can follow, independent companies that will be there to show and get their wrestlers and their shows some exposure. And we've been talking to several of those. We're excited that they'll be coming aboard. We just now got like our website live. So when you go there, you're going to see there's still some tweaking that needs to be done. But guess what? Boom. That's where you step in. See, the followers, once they subscribe to their favorite wrestlers, they join an association. And so the association has voting power and influence on what is the Only Wrestlers Association, which is all of us wrestlers and the fans together. And at first, we decided, first we had plans of boom, starting out with everything, and we decided to rewind it all the way to ground zero so that the fans could grow with us and influence the whole ride. So at first, you can tell us what other wrestlers you want to see us grab for this, maybe you got some opinions on the website, graphics, colors, whatever. But eventually, and I'm not saying years down the road, I'm saying this is where we were going to be. So let's say likely 6 months down the road, we're doing live wrestling shows that you, the followers, influenced. And you let us know who's going to wrestle who, maybe some stipulations, perhaps what town to go to. In fact, we have plans that grows, and even from there goes way up as far as the fans' involvement, the fans' influencing power. And so it's really designed for everybody to grow together, and also a chance for everybody not only to make that community and bond, but also a chance for everybody to possibly make some money. And when I say everybody, I mean wrestlers and fans. So check this out. The fans that join right now, they're going to be on free time, at least till the end of the month. And so they don't need to worry about what the subscriptions are or whatever, although we are still setting a lot of the prices and terms with the wrestlers. So be patient. Check back every few days if it looks incomplete right now. We're letting you in early, but the followers after the free time, I guess the end of the month. But once subscriptions start, and there actually is some exchange of currency, the followers get a commission for bringing in other followers. Boom.
How about that?
They get paid right now or after one subscription? No, because like right now you could get somebody else to come in. Oh yeah, no, you don't have to wait. Now that I think it through, see, this is where we're growing together. So as a follower, if you sign up, and then it's free time, and then you get someone else to sign up and put your referral code on, it's free for them. And then you get 5% of everything that they spend for 12 months, right, baby?
Yep.
Wow. That's awesome.
So, and with, there's no obligations on it. Make some money. And we got, a good team, I think. I say I think, but I feel really good about this. So anyone that's saying, Rob, this is a business, so, this ain't going to be like RVD CBD again, is it? No, those guys were snakes or sharks, as I always say that I recognized from the very beginning. I thought they were going to be my sharks and it'd be okay to offset my passiveness and be on my team, but they turned on me and bit at me. So it's not like that at all. This is just a positive vibe all around with all of us partners that are involved. It's a win-win-win. There's referral incentives for the wrestlers to refer other wrestlers, and for the fans to refer other fans. And even right now, if the wrestlers sign fans up during free time, I got the money guy to compensate the boys for everybody they sign up underneath them during this. So so wrestlers listen to this too. I just started reaching out to them, me and Katie both recently. Although we mentioned it a while ago to some of them, this project, I mentioned it to you guys several times on this show. So this project has taken a while. And right now, if you want to call it a soft opening, I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, maybe? Soft launch.
Soft launch. We're cool with that. Just know that we already have all kinds of notes of our own that we're going to apply to improve. And then there's a suggestion box on there for all the followers, and we will be listening to all of those. But eventually there's going to be a vote that like regularly changes. It's going to be on something that moves OWA forward.
That's awesome. Do you want to talk too about, I noticed there's the ranking system or something you guys have going on too with what people can vote on who's like the best singles wrestler right now, male, female, and then other certain things too. It's almost like a PWI thing, but the fans control it by a voting system, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I can't talk too much about that part because that's one of our other partners' ideas. I think it's just getting the people. He wanted to get the people like used to voting and stuff, and but he said something about that too. There's going to be like a ranking of podcasts, and I don't know if those are going to be all the podcasts that we're doing, because we want to have podcasts on our homepage, onlywrestlers.com, and I already like it scrolls, like us, like anything, like Twitter or whatever. But I already have in mind, like I want it to just be still and have a TV screen, like YouTube, they just changes it, and then we'll have all the wrestlers, the content creators. We'll be able to feature them, and we want to have plus original stuff like the podcast on there. And here's something too that
Can we see the computer back so I need it back support?
Back which way?
Like this way, closer to us?
Yeah.
Cool.
Something that I haven't been mentioning even to the people that I've talked about, but partner Tom reminded me there's also a loyalty program. And I don't know that much about that, except our store, which is very small right now, we'll take feedback on what to put in there too. But he said if you go there, it'll tell you how many loyalty points you need to buy the shirt or whatever, and you collect those as you just accumulate those, I guess, as you're paying your subscription and whatever. And there's a way to do to message the wrestlers for special requests and for shout outs and whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right, baby. What I said a lot. You got anything to add to that?
I was trying to get comfortable.
OWA. Oh yeah. Do you want me to move it back more?
Yeah, because then if I can have back support, it'd be better than just sitting up.
Well, you move it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
You want something done right? You gotta do it yourself.
Ooh. Is it always lean?
No, it's not. It's got to be. Yeah, it does always do that, but I think it's not flat on the other side or something. But yeah.
Do you have it on a stand or something?
It's actually a lumbar, a knobby lumbar roll.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm excited about Only Wrestlers because I've been doing OnlyFans. I've been on OnlyFans in the top 1% for like 5 years. And so it's cool that this one that this one is especially for the wrestlers. So it's cool how it's like our community just for wrestlers and promotions. And so people can network within our community. Promotions can learn about wrestlers. Fans can interact with their favorite wrestlers and get exclusive content. You can get tips on there like OnlyFans. You can go live and do live streaming and host shows, and you sell pay-per-views like OnlyFans. So
it's like it gives every content creator a platform so they can have their own business.
Yeah. You can even sell your own merchandise on your store. So it is like creating a small business.
So hopefully everyone will think it's cool. One thing I want to add, though, we hope to grow to a point where, and it's not exclusive just to wrestlers. Like, if we have friends that are comedians or singers or whatever, if they want to open up an account as well, they're more than welcome.
That's right. Yeah. It's already a neat platform. You guys got some cool name talent on there already. You got Sabu on there, John Morrison, the grappler Len Denton. You got Greg the Hammer Valentine, Melissa Santos, Brian Cage. Plenty of awesome names on there. There's so many names already.
I don't know for sure if they've all set their price and gone through to, if they're all 100% set up or not. So we're still at that point where we're like, fuck it, no holding back. Let's just let everybody know about it. And if you check on it and the price ain't set yet, then they've told us they're working on it. We've talked to so many people. So this is just hopefully, as long as we're around anyway, it's going to grow and grow and grow. And the bigger it gets and the more support we have, then the more leverage the fans have, the bigger decisions. And we have potential plans to go to the moon.
To the moon.
No.
Here, let's see if I can share the screen here. So here it is, guys. Let's see if I can scroll through it. So you can go to onlywrestlers.com.
Hey, you baby.
Yay!
Yeah. So and Rob's got a little intro video. But here, if you guys want to sign up, all you guys go here. I got to log out of my account just so you can get a better look at it. But so what you do is you log into your account. You go and sign up here. And all the fan benefits are there, so it gives you all the details. You sign up, get your own account, but then you go back to Only Wrestlers here. You can check out all the different content they got. So many different names: Gabby Tuff, Lucky Leone, so many different names already. And you can see some of their prices aren't set yet, like Rob was saying and stuff like that. But Lady Blossom's on there, Scotty Riggs is on there. Some good names already starting off. So, and like Rob said too, Katie and him are both free, so you can get the free subscription here. I'll use Rob as the example. Click on him. You sign up for your subscription up there, and then you hit subscription for free, and you can get Rob's content on there.
And I even still need to learn how to do the videos on there. I know it looks easy, but when I was at the table signing in Des Moines yesterday, I tried to hit. I don't know if it was. I don't remember which button it was, but it wasn't working. It wasn't working. I saw myself on the camera, but then there was a counter that was like 0:00. And there's two of them, and it wasn't moving. So I'm pretty sure I wasn't doing anything. But
trying to live stream.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have her show me, and I'm gonna start today, Mr. Monday Night, after this podcast. Sometime tonight, I'm gonna and I'm committed to this. So I am going to every single day connect with my fans, even if I feel like crap and I gotta turn the camera away. But that probably won't happen. But either way, though, I have always on every platform said, I'm going to try to get better, at doing more content. And I've always said that. It's always been an issue, that a struggle, let's say. But now this is the perfect reason to. And since we're free, Katie and I and OWA, jump on, subscribe, and then boom, the more you guys, the more motivated and inspired I am. Because, I want to talk to bunches of you.
bunches, guys. And it's just a neat, different, new way to kind of engage with fans. And like the neat aspect of it, wasn't even aware of that. Like fans can benefit from it too by recommending people and getting in
Pretty
on
cool.
the deal. Pretty darn awesome. That's an awesome kind of
Basically, if they want to sign up and then just become a recruiter and go around and sign everybody up, they give them their referral code. They put that on. Boom, they're locked in.
Yeah, there you go. So and that's a neat aspect. So with the OW Association, OWA, I thought it was almost you were going to do like a residency where it would be like, yeah, hey, this is the venue we're using all the time, but you're open to like having it in different areas, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and there's plans where that could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we are going to be having the fans' influence on everything. And so, we were going to start right out there. We had one of the partners is a wrestling promoter. So Tom Lance, he did UWW, which Katie used to wrestle for, Ultimate Women Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, we were just going to like hop right into his loop. And then we decided, to just layer it on. And so everything just feels so organic this way. And then, we'll get, there'll be times when we will vote on what town we should come to.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. What a cool concept. And guys, check it out. onlywrestlers.com. Sign up already and just get in on the early forefront of it all and stuff.
We want every wrestler that's watching this and listening to this to sign up, and we want everyone to follow. And we want to be big, yo.
Yeah, wrestlers, promotions, wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Get it,
everybody.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for new updates and everything like that, and we'll be sure to keep you updated here on the show too, as well as things move along and forward and stuff. So
thanks for showing them, walking them through, Dom. That was awesome.
Happy to do it. So guys, take a gander. onlywrestlers.com. We're live. We're live now on Rob's YouTube channel. We're live on OneTrueSportTV.com, and we're live on Rob's Twitter account. So we almost have 1,000 people tuning in right now as Raw's going on too, nonetheless. So if you have questions, feel free to drop them in there. The super chat is down right now. If you're not on One True Sport TV, you can use the super chat. But ask a question. I'll keep my eyes peeled for any good ones, and we'll get to cooking on here.
I just see I just open up the comments, and E says, or Triple E, I guess.
Triple E,
says. Y'all see Tulsa King season 2? There's a OVW wrestler, Cash Flow, on there. He's pretty good for his first TV show. Cash Flow wasn't the driver in season 1? Or?
I don't know. I've never seen Tulsa King. I was actually gonna. That's a comment I was looking at too. I was gonna ask if you've seen it yet.
Season 1, I really enjoyed it. I got to catch up on season 2. I guess they're 2 episodes in now, and I might have. I think that might be one of those channels I got just to. I'm screaming again, ain't I? I'm screaming to myself. I hear in my ears. I think that I got that channel just to get that, and then I may or may not have canceled it when they weren't doing any other shows for a while. I don't know.
Is it on Paramount? Is it on Paramount? I'm trying to even think what channel.
So I remember I got Paramount to watch the show that was the making of Godfather, The Offer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were talking about that. Yep.
Yeah, I remember I got it just for that. I don't remember Tulsa King, and then his other one, the Stallone family. I can't remember where that is either.
Yeah,
it was a good one. I like that show.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like about like family show, like him and his daughters and his wife.
And I'm the perfect customer because normally I will forget to cancel anyway.
Right, I'm the same way.
I got the channel to watch Mafia Spies, which was on maybe 2 months ago, and I'm that's right. I need to cancel that because it's not anything that I would watch. Anything. Yeah, it was a three episode series, and I had to see it.
Oh man,
only place to find it.
I do want to check out Tulsa King. I love Stallone, so he's one of my.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's the man.
He's the dude.
He's the dude. All right.
Crush, and I never had.
Um,
You
Katie,
said-
somebody brought up your hotboxing thing too, and they caught how it was. I can't find the comment right now, but they were talking about that and how fun that looked too.
Oh, it was so fun. Like everywhere, every event that I've been to since that, people bring up how like epic the hot box event was. When we were at the Champs Weed convention in Vegas, like everyone was saying like how cool. So we're actually doing a rematch soon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll trade with you.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're having a rematch.
You got a date?
Yeah, October. Another press conference is October 8th.
Oh, there's a press conference. Press conference October 8th. Is it
Yeah.
streaming somewhere, Katie?
I'm not sure yet, but I'll let y'all know, or I'll do a show like before the fight, so I can keep y'all updated on where to see it.
Yeah, heck yeah, that's awesome, man. I'll have to tune into that too.
Yeah, what was that, buddy?
Yeah, I honestly was afraid that I wouldn't want to be in there. I mean, it was like 105 degrees.
No, it was like 115 degrees.
It was, and that's even
Still
looking
hot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, so already, I'm worried there's not going to be enough oxygen in there, especially if she gets gassed because she's putting all her energy out. And then when there's nothing but smoke too, I was thinking like, I could just imagine being in the middle of that and like trying to breathe in and having like no air at all and being blown up and panicking. And man, I was just like, oh my God. And until I saw her do something really cocky or something, I didn't know if she was okay or not, because I'm not sure I would have been.
Katie, was that a worry for you though? Like being in there, were you like, am I gonna run out of breath? Is it gonna be hard to breathe? Like,
I just tried to stay away from the guy with the gun, but I wasn't worried about it ever.
no?
Right, where she had no worries.
Yeah.
The whole time. The whole time she was just like, I got this.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm used to being hotboxed. I live with Rob. We've been
That's
training.
like baptism by fire right there.
Right. Yeah, we train for this every day. And the training also that I did to prepare, like in the hot sauna, like kind of got me used to not being able to breathe good, but keep my stamina going. And yeah, it was awesome. I killed it, and everybody that was there says the same thing. So the streets know what happened.
The streets are well aware.
Three matches.
The press conference is October 8th.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right around the bend there.
Yeah.
How many rounds is it, Katie?
It's 3 rounds.
3 rounds. Okay. Man.
And then
Yeah.
we went into overtime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, was it just a
I'm
decision?
gonna find Stoner Rob, by the way.
Yeah.
After stiffing me, son of a bitch.
Wait, what happened, Rob?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh.
He heard me though. He'll be there.
Lovey will be in attendance. He's the trainer.
Oh, I gotta hide my nail that's broke. Look at her little face.
Oh, he's so cute, Lovey.
I think you say hi to your fans. Say hi, fans.
He's quite the public touring dog, too.
Yeah, she goes everywhere with me. She's my road dog. Every family event, anywhere I go, I bring her. That's in America. I bring her.
Yeah, you can't beat that, man.
And here's Barbie.
Barbie's there, too.
Whoa. Barbie D. Barbie D. Oh, you don't like Daddy holding you? What's the matter, you, huh?
The whole crew's here tonight.
Yeah.
The whole crew is here.
Yeah, so I just flew in today. So
How was Iowa? Yeah, that's right.
it was cool. The people were awesome. Had an awesome barbecue, and it was a card show, so it was quite different than what I go through on a normal weekend. I'm gonna try and not scream as much. Can you still hear me if I talk like this?
Yeah, you're good.
Why do I fucking force it out?
Yeah.
No wonder my voice is so hoarse.
Yeah.
But it being a card show, one thing that made it different was I was the only celebrity there.
Wow, really?
Yeah, just a floor of vendors that had a pretty conformed look, because unlike Comic Cons, where they're and marijuana biz cons, or most of them, like all the different stations are different sizes. Some people will rent like 3 booths and have a huge display, and but this was very like low profile because it's cards, and everybody just seemed to have their cards set out on tables like that. So it was just like folding tables, flat, and you could see like all the way around the room at the same time because there was no like huge dragons and cars and buses. So it was pretty mellow. But I did one kind of similar to that in Toronto earlier in the year. It was a card convention, but that one actually was more colorful and bigger now that I think about it quite a bit, but still not a Comic-Con. But anyway, all good. And they were excited about Only Wrestlers because they were the first fans to hear about it.
No way. Yeah, that's true. How about that? So you were the solo top act there, the one act there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a football player that was supposed to be there the day before, and he canceled.
What the heck?
Oh, okay. I saw that on the website.
Did you know who it was?
No.
No, yeah.
I just saw he was
She was
a
a little-
star.
You know a little bit more sports than I do.
Yeah.
I wonder who it was. You don't know what team he played for or nothing?
What?
Do you know what team he played for?
I don't.
No? Okay. Interesting. No football player, no short. What the heck?
Who'd he ever be?
Who'd he ever beat? Huh? He didn't beat John Cena, that's for sure. Didn't do that. Rob, I sent you the little thing that Vince McMahon stated earlier today regarding the documentary coming up. We're talking about what's on Netflix and what's streaming. Well, Mr. McMahon's going to release this week on Wednesday, and Vince McMahon trying to state something ahead of the time. This is what he said here, Rob. I don't regret participating in this Netflix documentary. The producers had an opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built, which were equally filled with excitement, drama, fun, and a fair amount of controversy and life lessons. Unfortunately, based on an early partial cut I've seen, this doc falls short and takes the predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with my true self, Vince. The title and promos alone make that evident. A lot has been misrepresented or left out entirely in an effort to leave viewers intentionally confused. The producers use typical editing tricks with out-of-context footage and dated sound bites, etc., to distort the viewer's perception and support a deceptive narrative. In an attempt to further their misleading account, the producers use a lawsuit based on an affair I ended as evidence that I am, in fact, Mr. McMahon. I hope the viewer will keep an open mind and remember that there are two sides to every story. Now, Rob, as we got ready to record this, Janelle Grant's attorney actually released a response to this. And she put, Vince McMahon physically and emotionally abused, sexually assaulted, and human trafficked Janelle Grant for more than 2 years. Calling his horrific and criminal behavior an affair is delusional and nothing more than a sad attempt to save his shredded reputation. Although Ms. Grant has not seen the Mr. McMahon docuseries, we hope it shines a bright light on his abhorrent and criminal actions by accurately portraying the realities of his abusive and exploitive behavior. Ms. Grant will no longer be silenced by McMahon. Her story, though deeply troubling and exceptionally painful, is one that can help other abuse survivors find their voices. We seek to hold Mr. McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and WWE accountable to give Ms. Grant her day in court. So, pretty lengthy statements there. Do you have any thoughts in regards to that? I mean, obviously the documentary is dropping this Wednesday, so there'll be more to talk about later on after the fact. But what do you guys think about that kind of statement? Both you and Katie can answer if you want.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing the docuseries. How many episodes is it? Do you know?
Yeah, it's 6. I think it's a 6-part series. I don't know if they're releasing it all at once or if they're doing it little by little or something. If it's like going to be binge watchable or something.
Somebody knows. Tell us in the chat room.
Let us know, guys, if you know.
They always announce their distribution plan, right?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what Netflix does typically.
We binge watch it, or we gotta wait like for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like week after week there's a new one coming out, or if it's like in segments. Maybe the first 3 will release or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, well, I hope to learn something that I don't already know, about the history of the McMahon family and or the WWF, because that's kind of the life that we chose and that we're in, and the history of it is pretty interesting. And we know a lot. Hopefully we'll know a lot more. Hopefully there'll be some information that we didn't know, and hopefully some of it just not so bad. Like I'm not saying like new information as far as like not necessarily horrific crimes or anything like that, but whatever. I'm just hoping that after this document, because whatever's on there anyway, is their narrative, and you kind of got to see everything in life from that perspective. But I just think as much excitement as there is on this, I hope that they really deliver and have like a really good, interesting, well put together piece that has a lot of previously unexposed information.
Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot about Vince in his younger days. That's what I'm gathering initially from it, is like what he kind of went through maybe as a kid and stuff like that. Because you hear about a lot of different things that he might have went up and down through. But then with all these allegations breaking out, and I think the docu people had to kind of pivot with those news breaking as it goes on. And it's just going to be really interesting. I mean, for wrestling fans across the board. Hopefully.
Let me ask you something. When you read Vince's comment, statement, how did it make you feel? Like, did it give you any hope
in regards to like it being maybe like Vince's? Maybe they did distort. Like Vince has validation.
It's just a reminder that there is always another side.
Sure, that's the other thing. I obviously it's like two sides to every story. Everything is all in the gray area. What we've been hearing is directly from Janelle Grant's party of what's been happening and the unfoldings of that. So there's certainly two sides to it. It'll be the documentary is really going to be telling in regards to the perception people will have of how Vince is portrayed. I think the public eye and what people will see. So it's tough. I mean, it does give you perspective. Vince's statement, like there is two sides to every story, but with all this stuff coming out about it, and then it going to federal court and getting looked into and stuff like that, it's a little more damning, it seems, than what a typical lawsuit would be. So a lot of things to factor in, Rob, for sure.
Yeah,
pretty wild stuff, but yeah, crazy stuff. People are been talking about and will be talking about it. I know I see that Eric Bischoff will be reviewing it each episode and stuff like that. It seems I'm seeing in the comments. So
yeah, you can look at him and look at the camera at the same time.
It's tough to do.
I thought there might be a way. Like I always wanted, if I could push your window like off the screen.
Yeah,
it would let me do that and just half you. I could eyeline you,
So are you looking at me like you're looking at the whole screen, like what you see when we record, or are you looking at like a little picture of me? How's it?
Little picture. Now I'm looking, but now's the big screen, and now your eyes are even further from the camera.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Oh, really?
So it's better on the little screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can't read the comments. But if it would let me just push it up and let it roll up so that we cut them in half.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! I could even have your shoulders literally coming out of the camera lens.
Out of the camera stuff. That'd be nice. 3D action happening.
It's ridiculous. I can't do that. Do they know who I am?
Hey, let's write to StreamYard. I'll email StreamYard and let them know.
Well, I got some important issues I'll have you take care of first if you're volunteering.
That's right. Okay. Here's a cool question. Brock KO, I guess. Wondering, did you ever think of doing some kind of show or signing, like a live show, sort of like Undertaker does his one-man show, Mick Foley, Sami Zayn? Rob, have you ever thought about doing something more akin to that? I know you do stand-up.
And where were we? In Scotland?
Oh.
We did a one-man show of another country.
Yeah, well, that's That's a little bit different because that's what they call the booking, and but they ask you some questions. It's like an interview on stage and stuff. But yes, like years ago, I went to the first one ever, which might have been the first one ever. It was mine, but also I never heard of it before Mike Tyson did one. And I went to Mike Tyson's. It was so long ago, at least 10 years ago. But I was just like so enthralled with the whole experience and so captivated because the music guy, he's got his cues and the lighting, and there's a big screen. He's up there telling stories, and the timing has to be, on, sync with everybody.
Yeah.
Because, then he can say, and then there was Robin Gibbon. And then, like, bam, you'd have to, like, see her on the back. And anyway, yeah, I thought then that was something. And I actually was kind of at least writing it in my head for a little bit. And I didn't go all the way through with it because when I was crunching numbers in my head, it wasn't something that I thought I could spend time to and be compensated enough. I think I didn't even have anywhere near stage seats for Tyson. And that was a long time ago, and it was $300 a ticket that I paid, which was even more 10, 15 years ago. And when I was thinking of what I could charge, which would be a fraction of that, and how many people, I could plan on drawing and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I don't think for me that would be a good business. But I do kind of get the experience when I'm on stage doing stand-up comedy. Yeah, I get a little bit. It's like an outlet for that energy, anyway. And even then, crunching the numbers, it's not worth spending a lot of time on. But because of what it does for my spirit, just the artistic value that it has for me, I try to manage being able to do that sometimes. But couldn't go on the road and do it because my time is worth more than I would draw in that field.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like you got to balance out what would make it worth the price. I got to see Mick Foley's solo show when he came to Pittsburgh, and it was like the 20-year anniversary of the Hell in a Cell match where that took place in Pittsburgh. And like he didn't have so much of a visual presence like Tyson seemed to have, but like it was really cool him just sharing the stories and everything like that, and kind of the fan interaction was really, really a neat experience. And it was a packed house, like it was filled to the gills, like that venue that it was there. So it was a pretty neat experience. But yeah, I think that's always kind of it would be a cool show. I think that you could put on though for sure. If
I used to have it. I don't know why, but I had in mind I'm gonna bring something, do the splits, the Van Damme lift on stage.
Yeah.
Can't remember how I had that in my head. But I know that was part of it. And so I wanted it to always keep me on top of my game. If I wasn't wrestling, but I was doing one-man shows, I wanted it to be physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katie, do you like live shows like that, like interactive shows? And
we went to the Undertaker show. That was cool.
That was good?
Yeah, and I loved when Rob did a one-man show. I don't remember the country it was in, but it was really cool. And there were so many people that showed up, and they were lined up around the block. And it was really entertaining with him telling stories, and the fans got to ask questions too.
That's awesome.
I love stand-up comedy. Even before I was with Rob, I loved going to stand-up comedy. So that it's cool that I like to watch him doing it too.
Yeah, I love stand-up too, going to shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Do you have some favorite? I know some of Rob's favorites. Do you have some favorite comedians that you like going to?
Mike Epps is one of my favorites.
Okay, yeah, he's good.
I saw him at the airport before, but I just love every movie he's in is really funny. And for a while, Kevin Hart was my favorite until I just saw so much of him.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some good ones recently on Netflix, like the comedy shows on there. I like, and it's fun going to the local comedy shows. Like at the Stratosphere, they have a cool like comedy club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then there was the midget that we went and saw. That was good.
Was that Brad Williams?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that show too.
Yeah. I hear he's good too. Yeah, I know he's a wrestling fan too. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I know. Oh, man, now I want to go to see some comedy.
And I've known him as long as I've known Tim.
Wow.
Yeah, I met them together.
Oh wow.
I did. I took a booking here in Vegas coming up October 19th, something like that. It's a ways away, but I might do stand up and.
You're gonna do some stand up too?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm gonna. Can you see? You can't hear me because I'm way back here. And you need me to scream more, right?
No, you're good.
No. Yeah. No. I was probably mumbling, but I was talking about Tim Chismar, who promotes comedy shows, and that's when I met Brad Williams years ago. I met them both together at the same time, and anyway, that reminded me that I did agree to do a show of his coming up here in Vegas, some venue I've never been to before, on the south side, and I don't know, there's a poster for it at my robvandam.com.
Yay.
Yeah, heck yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Tim was a special guest several months ago, so
That's right.
you guys can
He's always got so much going on. As a matter of fact, sorry. We got a bunch of gifts to present on the show, but a couple of them are from Tim. Pretty good segue. This is a movie that he did, Hell's Coming for You.
Ooh.
And there's a handicap hero.
I love that one. I love the handicap hero.
That's why I gave those to us. It's out on DVD.
Revenge on Wheels.
Yeah.
I love that. Tim is always standing up for people with disabilities.
That's great.
Yeah. He made a song about like a kid's song about being in a wheelchair, and it was really, really catchy. So I just love that inclusiveness.
And I've done some comedy shows with the guy in the wheelchair too.
Cool. I love that.
Dylan Dilligaff.
And the main superhero in the movie is in a wheelchair.
Oh wow! So it's like an action movie.
Yeah. So that's awesome to have them. That's awesome to have them represented in a badass way.
Heck yeah, nice. Yeah, Tim's I follow him both on Instagram and we're Facebook friends, and he's always posting like positive stuff.
Cool. And also, he's a nudist, so you kind of gotta look with one eye and posting.
You gotta like scroll out.
I was like the only person I know that loves being like naked more than me.
It's part of like his mission to push that.
Yeah.
The freedom and support other nudies. Also, thank you to Ringside Products for
you got a figure.
Sending me the new one.
Look at that. Heck yeah. That's badass right there. Oh man. Look at them title belts too. Those are nice.
That outfit reminds me, when I see it, of taking that pile driver bump from Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
That outfit, because it seems like that one was tan and this one's white.
No, I know that was the outfit because there's a picture of you online taking that pile driving bump with that.
And I got this on, right?
Yeah, you have that singlet on for sure.
Awesome. Awesome. It always makes me think of that.
Did anyone ever try to punk you, baby? One of the people when I know that question.
To punk me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like Ashton Kutcher punked.
Like punk him, like to make you. I was thinking like they meant to punk you, like try to make you look stupid in front of everybody. Like, I bet you won't fight, and then you're like, yeah, I guess I won't. Like being.
Oh, Maddie's asking that. Yeah, Maddie, what do you mean by punk?
Makes me think of DeAngelo pulling the chair out when I go to sit down, making me look like a butthole in front of the whole class. I get up and I try to get him back and be be mad and go to like push him and he'd like sidestep me and like look even stupider. Absolutely, he was a bully.
He was a bully.
Yeah.
And then what else we got, babe?
We also have, but as far as Punk, it reminds me of when you said Ashton Kutcher. One of the stupidest projects I can remember being part of was called Ultimate Revenge, and I was on it twice. And it might not always be stupid, but this particular episode really was because. So I'd already done the one show where I showed up in a limo that broke down at this dude's house in Woodland Hills or something, knocked on his door. He happens to be a huge wrestling fan. It was a joke his wife played on him. That's who I was talking about with the funeral and the song. Yeah. What is it? Always believe, make believe, something believe.
Don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing.
What journey?
Every time I hear that song, I'm going to think of her funeral because
Horrible.
I was there because we became friends, and we still are, me and Carl. But anyway, showed up at Carl's house and then said, "Dude, my limo just broke down. Can I use your phone?" And then I like took over. This one wasn't stupid. This one was fun. I took over and I'm swimming in his pool and inviting friends over and shit. One of them was Ryan Seacrest. He comes over. And then we're doing all this shit, and then his wife comes home and acts like she's mad at him, and all a big joke on him. Cool. They wanted to tap back into that, and they wanted to do something else with me. And the next one was pretty silly. I didn't have any better ideas at the time, but now that I think about it, I was 26, which was probably like 12 years old for a normal person, as I think I was. But it was a game show, and it was me versus Justin McCauley, and the joke was on Justin. Everything was rigged so that I would win, and it was supposed to just get him mad. But it was all like really stupid things. Like one of them was a contest. We're supposed to make pancakes and flip them back behind us, and an alligator fucking caught him in his mouth. It was a real alligator. And he didn't always catch him, but I had never, ever made a pancake. I didn't know how to. And Justin was a chef. So he kicked my ass at it, and they said I won, and it was stupid. And then there was a kissing part where he had me blindfolded, open the door, and kiss somebody, and it was his mom, and that was stupid. And then I don't know. At the end, Ryan Seacrest comes out again. He was the host, I guess, for Ultimate Revenge, but that one was like so silly, and it was all silly things were supposed to be rigged so that I won, and he beat me like on everything pretty much, and things were falling apart, and I didn't know how to make a fucking pancake.
Now you make pancakes every single day.
So when I think of Punk'd, I think of being part of that ridiculous prank show. But I also did one called Spy TV, now that I think about it. And I felt really bad because I played me, and I was giving wrestlers like a tryout, I guess, in this wrestling school, and making them do ridiculous stuff, wearing makeup and dress like women and walk around in high heels and tell them, you got to be, if you can't do this, you can't do that. But I had an earpiece. They were telling me what to do. And at the same time, in my mind, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm making you be an asshole.
Yeah. Damn it, I don't like doing this.
Yeah. Just the stuff I was having to say to convince them and shit, and I was like, dude, that's so not me. So yeah, those are my Punk'd experiences.
What is he talking about? You don't have to go into a long story, but a fan, the fan said something about Stevie Richards talking about recently said stuff in locker room that happened.
I think there was a story about
they did try.
Oh, yeah.
They did try.
There's a story. Yeah, Maddie says Stevie sounds like the coolest dude. I couldn't imagine someone trying to bully Rob in WWE. Oh, so I think the story is that maybe he said there's something about the Godfather said that he bullied Stevie while he was in WWE. And
I saw that headline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I never heard anybody bullying you.
Yeah, no, it was. He was around. He said he couldn't imagine.
And then also
Norton bullied me.
And then also who kept saying he's green.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like in 1993, Rip Rogers bullied me in the ring. He was like, he was, he turned to the crowd and go, "He's green." He was bitter
That is
about
a
having.
bully.
He was bitter about having to put me over, and I was green. Yeah, of course. I've been bullied just like anybody. You know, it's part of what shapes us.
Yeah,
Try not to pass it on.
and you don't react to things, so it's only funny to bully people when they react. Like, and then once they see that you're not going to put it over, then it's like you're not as funny of a target as if you like panicked and yelled at everyone. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, now we know how to get under Rob's skin."
But I remember like being in school.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I used to wear glasses like always, I guess since I was 2 years old. And I had a bowl haircut. And
No.
and so like the older kids and my brother, I got a brother that's 7 years older than me, and like the kids that that he would hang out with would like pick on me whenever they got a chance.
That's
like,
messed
on the
up.
bus and stuff. Yeah,
Because he should have had your back.
Yeah.
I don't
His
know where he
friends
was.
talking about
He
you.
wasn't even on the bus. I don't know.
They should be like, "Because that is our friend's brother. We're not going to mess with him," instead of opposite.
Yeah, like defend the brother.
Right. Right.
But
I'm
yeah,
not gonna throw him under the bus.
I assume most kids or people have to put up with it sometimes, you know, or at least go through it, and hopefully you learn from it. And some people just want to pass it on, you know. And I mean, in the industry itself, you know, because of the hierarchy, there's a lot of bullying disguised or labeled as hazing, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's
Not as
lot of
much.
that.
as it
Yeah,
used to
right.
be.
We were just watching something on that hazing. Speaking of bullying, someone said, "Is she trans?" I was born a female, and I'm still representing as a female.
It's
wild
very-
comments here. Geez. Let's see. We do have somebody did a super chat. Jamie Joshua. Thanks for the $5. Rob, have you heard any rumors in Vegas that Luxor will be demolished? The Luxor. Did you hear any rumors?
I sure haven't.
They taking our history.
I hope that that's not true. I
I
mean,
hope not
that's,
either. I like Luxor.
what hotel would be more iconic than the fucking pyramid when you come in town from California? It's like one of the, you see that light like way before you even see the strip if you're in nighttime or early morning, you know, when the sun's not out.
Yeah.
That light goes up from top of the pyramid and shines all the way up to heaven.
Yeah, we can see it from our house.
That's
That's
crazy.
the only clue we're giving y'all.
But I haven't heard that. You haven't either?
I haven't heard it.
I haven't heard. Yeah, I didn't. I stayed at the Luxor, I think once maybe. I gambled there for sure.
So thanks to
Yay.
Manscaped.
Ooh,
Yeah, man.
look at the Manscaped. Yeah.
Can't wait to shave my balls and see if she approves.
Yeah. I am flipping that for social media for our sponsorship ad.
And someone said that they're late. Did they miss the
Oh,
announcement?
that was Seth.
Fill in people that are late. Our announcement is we started a website that launched today called Only Wrestlers. It's like OnlyFans, but for the wrestling community, not just for wrestlers, but it's promotions. Also, as fans, you can go there, get exclusive content, pay-per-views, live streams, onlywrestlers.com.
Onlywrestlers.com. Sign up now. Check it out. Tell your friends. Tell your wrestling fans that you're fans of. Tell everybody about it.
And first 30 days free.
Free. FREE. Get it free. Let's see. Wanted to get a couple more questions in. Frankie Teresa, who's been asking good questions the past few weeks. When you came to Raw in 1997, there were some WWF guys would you have liked to have a good long match with in that era? I'm sure Owen, probably Scorpio. Is there any names that really stood out to you back then when you first came in? You're like, oh man, I could have a good match with that WWE guy back then.
Well, yeah, I'm glad they said Owen because I definitely agree with that. And and I always liked Owen even before I met him, you know, and it was really cool when I met him. And I would have liked that. And, you know, I did work with Scorpio as Flash Funk, but it was not necessarily a long match like he's saying, or who's saying, however they identify as is saying. And who else, baby? I don't remember like looking at anyone, and I don't know. Was X-Pac there?
X-Pac might have been. No, he was in WCW at the time, I think.
The question is, when you were 6 years old in '97, about to be 7, and I was in ECW, no, in WWE in the run-in, right?
Yep. For the first invasion of ECW.
First invasion. Was there anyone there that I saw that I would have liked to have had a long match with, or an angle or something? And Owen would have been awesome.
Yeah. And you didn't, did you ever wrestle X-Pac?
I did in a tag match, I think.
It's weird how your path didn't cross with some other wrestlers like Mick Foley, like the way he's the same style, like hardcore, but y'all never wrestled each other.
Right. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, right.
Isn't it?
And Goldberg, y'all never wrestled, and you were there at the same time too.
I remember being in the ring with him one time. Though that's a question for YouTube, Chris, probably, but because it was something like either a Royal Rumble or something where there was a bunch of us in there. But that was the only time I remember with Goldberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
And X-Pac, I think I remember a tag match that I think was me and Tajiri. I don't know if X-Pac would have tagged with Jericho. That doesn't make sense, but I think it was us 4 in some kind of combination.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, definitely not a lot. Anyway,
how about Jeff Jarrett? I think he was around WWE.
I've never worked with him.
Oh, wow.
And out of all the wrestlers except Sabu, I would imagine I probably have known him the longest because I met him really early in my career in '91.
Wow, did you really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's when I went through USWA.
No, okay.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller were the babyface tag team, and Doug. No, not Doug. It wasn't Eddie Goldberg either, was it? No, Dirty White Boy Tom Pritchard and Tony Anthony were there, and Bill Dundee and Danny Davis. I felt like all those guys were the regulars, and then me and Sabu and Dango and Judge Dredd were just the guys that were fodder to go through the machine. But it was awesome experience, and I wasn't even old enough to drink yet. So
yeah.
I said something to Jeff last year when I saw him at one of the shows, like, man, we were babies back, or something about, I said, man, I was a baby back then. And then Jeff just said, we all were. And I was thinking about it, and it's like, yeah, I didn't have that perspective then because he was like, he was the boss's son, and I just figured he was like an adult and I was a kid. But probably not that. How much? He's probably only 3 or 4 years older than me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know what Jeff's age is.
Let's look him up.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, but I thought of him definitely as already being established because he was like the #1 baby face, big push, and I was, still learning how to tie my boots.
And usually too, when you're like 19 or whatever, like if somebody's like 5 years older than you, it's like they feel a lot older.
True. Especially because in that industry, the way it was always, the rule of thumb always was for the first 5 years, you're green. You've been working 5 years, you're green. It takes 10 years to be a veteran. I'm not sure if they use those standards anymore because some of the guys on TV have only less than 5 years experience with them, and they're getting like major pushes, and that's been, I think, the way for several years now.
Yeah, that's kind of been the going thing, I think.
Somebody wants you to wrestle Seth Rollins in WrestleMania Vegas.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's 420.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
She keeps telling me I need to be on that card because it's 420.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's your home base.
Exactly. Vegas
and that sounds like a sweet payday.
Oh, does it? That's it.
That would be a new RVD shirt for the day.
Yeah. Man, Maddie, you're booking it. I'm
training right now.
Yeah, and also remember that time Seth Rollins came out and when he was feuding with Matt Riddle. Seth Rollins already came out dressed up as Rob, so that was cool.
A fake RVD in Philadelphia.
Oh,
that's right, because he was a heel, wasn't he? Was he a bad guy? I can't remember, but that's right.
Yeah, so maybe that's a reason they should beef it out on the big screen.
Hey, are these guys a new sponsor?
Yes, they are. You got that too?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Magic Spoon.
Boom.
Hey.
Boom.
Yeah.
Have you had that before, Rob?
Thank you for the product. Yes, I have, because I buy sugar-free cereal with high protein in it.
Yeah.
And there's a kind that I always buy that's got 20 grams in it, but if I go to a store and I can't find that, like I think maybe Sprouts might be where I saw Magic Spoon, 14 grams of protein, and anyway, so I eat like a serving and a half, and you know what I mean? Like, bam, you can make up for it. It's okay. But anyway, pretty stoked because
Zero sugar.
Yeah, and a lot of cereal with no sugar tastes like cardboard, but they got peanut butter.
I want a treat now.
The treats are awesome.
Frosted and go. Yeah, protein bars too.
Try this one.
Yeah, dude. So pretty stoked.
Me too.
Yeah.
Nice.
High protein, keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, wheat free, naturally flavored, totally delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's
Great. The bars are good stuff.
Magic. Kyle ran away with the spoon.
Ooh, man. I didn't get the double chocolate ones. They gave me peanut butter, and I got the frosted ones, the frosted treat ones.
Cool, man. They did right. They sent us the good stuff.
Yeah.
They did right. Yeah, guys, we'll get you once I get all that information about Magic Spoon. We'll promote it on the pod, and can use the discount code and get some good stuff. It's great. I love it. I had the frosted one. I had the fruity flavor.
Yummy.
I'm saving the peanut butter and chocolate one though, because those are my favorites. So I'm pumped, man. I love cereal. So
there's always an argument, that sugar substitute. People will say that it's bad for you too, or as bad or worse than actual sugar. And for me, like I buy shit that says 0 added sugar, even if it is obviously sweetened by something else. So, for me, if it's if that's worse, then gosh darn it, I guess I'm unhealthy. But so you gotta make a call. You gotta make a call. You read so many articles that oppose each other, and you consider the sources. You do enough research. You gotta kind of sometimes, if you can, make your own, use your own firsthand experience, but also you got to make your own call. So. For me, I'll pay more for 0 sugar, even if it's got sucrose in it or something that other people might avoid. I used to avoid fruits too when I first cut way back on sugar and try to get as little sugar as possible. But now I don't worry about that. I love eating grapes, and I eat them every day, and bananas and blueberries.
You guys had the cotton candy grapes, right? Have you had those?
Yeah. Yep, we got them right now in our refrigerator. I never heard of them before moving here.
Man, haven't you? Oh man, that was I worked in the produce department at Whole Foods, and once we got the cotton candy grapes, it was hard for me not to eat them while I was at work.
Yeah.
All right there. So heck yeah, I can't wait for once we get the Magic Spoon info, guys. We'll give you the code, and you can get the discount and stuff like that. So. Cool. We'll do a couple more questions, and we'll get the heck out of Dodge. Let's see. Todd.
Also, I owe these guys a video.
Oh yeah.
Not just a video with each product, and they sent me some more glass. So, Greek Glass 420.com. No, GG. What is it, dude? GG.
So you can go to GreekGlass.com or. RVD420.com. RVD. I'm just double checking to make sure the link is live. Okay. Don't. Oh yeah. Hold on. I typed it in wrong, so I think it is RVD.
Is it working?
It is. So RVD 420 is not working on here for. Wait, nope, not working on there. Just
Yeah.
go to greekglass.com. Greekglass.com. I'll let those guys know too that link's not working, so maybe they can.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I'll let them know. And yeah, we'll have to. I've been meaning to clip up something from them too on our show, so I'll have to send that to them as well. But yeah, check that out. Here's a question now, Todd. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. Rob does not have favorites too much, so we'll see what he says to this one. Hey, Rob, what is your favorite move in wrestling?
Favorite move?
Your favorite move?
To see other people do or to do? Or
Good
both?
question. Good follow up. I like that.
That's true.
Because my favorite, well, they're not asking me, but I'll tell you. My favorite is I love seeing back body drops. Like a pretty one just makes me scream.
Yeah,
I always talk for that. But then I took so many of those in wrestling school at Wildcats. It was just bump after bump after bump, and it was like such a high bump. And it feels scary to me, like when you really get a good launch on a back body drop, and then you're like in the air for so long, and it's like, when am I going to land? It's so scary, but I really enjoy watching it.
They look beautiful. They do. That's a gorgeous looking move.
Yeah. The last pretty one I saw was at the ECW arena, and it was Bubba Ray was giving it, and then I think it was Swerve taking it. No, it was the guy from House Party that was teaming with one of the guys I was teaming with, Matt Hardy on AEW. But
was it Isaiah Cassidy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, and then he took the back body drop from Bubba, and he went flying.
Yeah, he can take some good bumps for sure.
Yeah, and also Luke Hawx does a pretty one too.
Oh yeah,
that stands out to me. What about you, baby? What do you like to see?
The headlock.
Or when you were a kid, what was your favorite move? When someone would get it on, you'd be like, yes.
I liked when Hercules would do the torture rack. I don't think he called it that. Lex Luger called it that.
I used to do that move, and then it hurt my back really bad. Like it feels like it's like compressing on your back.
When you do the move, Katie, it hurts.
Yeah, me giving
really?
them hurt. I just felt like it was like when I was shaking them on my shoulders, like it was like crunching my spine. Like I was like, ow, I don't want to do this anymore, especially someone that's like heavy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, that's a good.
As far as doing, you're right. It's hard. I'm trying to use the time while she's talking. I can't really come up with necessarily one ultimate favorite, but what's weird is like every time I try to think of a move, it's like, I do that all the time though. But if I say this move is like one of my favorites to do, why don't I do it more? But it's actually the inverted surfboard is what comes to mind.
Oh, is that where you're on your back?
Yeah, and I've always liked doing that, and for some reason I've always been good at getting people up, but other people have had a hard time getting me up. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's a cool move.
Something about the way the legs are shaped or something. I don't know, but I used to do it all the time, and in fact, in ECW to show off at least one time, I put a chair flat on the mat, and I laid. I had Spike Dudley, and I rocked back, and I laid my back on the chair. So I'm laying on a chair, and I had Spike up in the surfboard, and I used to always and I used to always go and put him on his shoulders, 1, 2, bring him all the way back, maybe even do it again. And I like doing it because my legs were strong, and it was, showing off, which is what I'm there to do. And I always had fun with it. And something I did with Spike that I couldn't probably do with everybody. But another thing about it, I did do it a few times, but after I have him up, I would unhook my feet and escape from behind his knees, so I wasn't locked in there. And I would bring him down and push him up and then roll out of the way before he came down and he'd land on a chair. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so you. It's like you're working like your leg. It's like doing like a leg press, kind of like doing a monkey flip. variation.
But I had to like really like tuck,
I
boom,
need
like
to
get out
see
of there.
footage of it
Because it wasn't like he went way, it wasn't like he went way up there, but high enough for me to move. Then he hit the chair from however high he was. But
so creative.
Yeah, so I used to have fun doing that. But a lot of guys did not like taking that move because they said it would hurt their knees.
Ooh, really?
A lot of guys, I would stand on them and they'd be like, no! Yeah, or tell me beforehand, warn me.
Yeah, man.
It was one of them. I would do it to him all the time anyway, but he hated it.
Don't do that. Damn it.
Yeah.
Spike had to be a lot of fun to work with, though, since he's such a smaller dude. And
yeah, but he's got so much fire and crowds behind him so much, and he was so tough, so durable. So could really put on a good exhibition by just kicking the shit out of him, and that's what we were about. Sometimes I'd put a pile of chairs in the center of the ring. I just go around every chair I could find, and from the crowd I'd throw in there, and pile them all up, and then either take him and throw him, or sometimes he'd catch me and do his running bulldog that he did, and bam, out of the corner, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, you can't do that kind of stuff everywhere. So, that's some ways that your show or your exhibition, your showcasing changes when you're in different companies, because I couldn't do that in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Some fans would be like, something's different, but yeah, everything. As an artist, having complete freedom and control to be in the moment versus you got 3.5 minutes, including a 30-second package on Dom putting over Winter Sports at the end.
That's right. Somebody actually gave me an answer who X-Pac was tagging with here again. Here it is. Wait, that's not the right one. I think X-Pac was tagging with Jeff Hardy at the time. Does that sound right, Rob?
Well, not in this particular match that I'm talking about. This was it was just one random matchup, and for sure it was me and Jericho and Tajiri. In fact, this is the match when I came to WWE, and Tajiri said, "Shorter better." This was the night that I learned that, because I was like, man, we don't have any time. How am I going to be the Hot for show? Shorter better. And I was like, what? You sold out. Dude, come on, man. This sucks. Shorter better. And then after being there a few weeks, maybe a couple months, all of a sudden I was like, shorter better. Changed my whole look on everything, because I got paid more to go off the top rope with a flying sidekick in the main event than I did working for 15 minutes, in match number 2, and it was just a whole different agenda then. So, but in this match, I remember working with Chris and having a spot where I tried to kick him, and he ducked, and I kicked Tajiri off the apron or whatever, and I remember the political battle it was trying to put that together, and I was already, like, wow, this sure ain't ECW.
Sure ain't ECW.
But I'm not sure who the fourth guy was. It might not have been X-Pac. I can't imagine who else it would have been. I picture it being him. That's SmackDown, probably.
So Warrior JWR says Rob had a match with X-Pac on Raw in 2002, and then somebody said too. Fire Mask Scale says was RVD and Kidman versus X-Pac and Jeff Hardy in a 2001 SmackDown. So I don't remember those.
Yeah, that's still not the shorter better match, but yeah, these are some matches nobody talks about, and I haven't seen footage of them, so some of those are pretty far back in my mind if they're in there.
Yeah. Katie, I meant to ask you too. Was your SmackDown experience and stuff being there and everything?
It was so fun. It was awesome. It was cool being there with Rob on TV, and and it's always such a fun experience. And now I like know everybody there from going for so long. So it's cool to see friends. And it was fun to watch the SmackDown with Rob, like by ringside, because I was like, this is the only time we would be able to go in like to a WWE show and like him like sit and watch in the crowd.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so it was really fun to enjoy it as like a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they were ready for us to go, she was like, "Oh, can we sit down for one more?" And,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh. And then they were like running around, and they were like, "Okay," but we thought there was going to be a ladies' match, but it was just a promo. But
No, they did a little. Okay.
I guess a little run-in.
Yeah.
Because it was Bailey came out, right? And they
Yeah.
yeah.
And then a bunch of the girls came out, so that was cool to watch that. But the energy is like just so good at WWE shows because it was packed all the way to the nosebleeds, and then they were reacting like they were so happy to be there.
Yeah.
So the energy is like, it feels so good. That's what first drew me at, like, that's what first made me fall in love with the sport of wrestling.
Just what match and stuff you were watching exactly that really got you hooked when you saw that?
When I first got hooked,
when you first started.
it was Adam Rose's stuff because I would watch ringside because I was a Rosebud. So I went to WWE like before I even joined wrestling school to be a Rosebud. So that's how I got to taste like and feel that energy of adrenaline of being in front of all the fans. And after that, I was like, I'm joining wrestling school. Like I want to do this. So I know now. I know the New Day was in it, and Adam Rose.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know you were a Rosebud.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah. And that was like 10 years ago now.
Yeah, that's crazy to think. That's really crazy to think.
Yeah. I was living in New Orleans, so I joined Wildcat Wrestling School. And then I met Rob like a year and a half after I'd already been wrestling at the WrestleCon.
How about that?
Trivial information. Yeah.
Wow.
How many fans knew that?
How many fans knew that?
A lot of people think that I got into wrestling through Rob because we've been together forever.
Yeah, because I remember you saying that you were into wrestling before meeting Rob and stuff. But yeah, I had no idea you were a Rosebud.
Yeah, I was a Rosebud, and then also when I wanted to start studying the sport, I borrowed a ECW DVD from Luke Hawx, and I literally was watching with my friend. And when Rob came on, I was like, "Who is that?" Like I had hearts in my eyes. I just felt the energy, and I even told my sister that he was my number one celebrity crush.
Wow.
There's that too. So I have proof. And now he's my husband.
Imagine the power of manifestation that she used.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I loved his promo and his energy. And then I wanted to study more. And I was like, can we get him here for a seminar? And my friend's like, he's way too expensive. Now I get to learn from you all the time.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from her too.
Katie, were you starstruck when you first met Rob? Since you were like,
yeah, I was still new in wrestling, so at that time it was like really cool, of course, meeting wrestlers. But meeting him was different than like feeling like a fan feeling. It felt like I felt the chemistry.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
like I hugged him, and then like it just felt so good, like at home. Like it was just the most peaceful, best feeling. So I didn't even want to let go. And our first hug was like awkwardly long.
Yeah, she said, "Is that a flashlight in your pocket? Is that a great glass of water bong in your pocket?"
Yeah, I just didn't want to let go of him. So I wrote down my number on a card and put it in his little like briefcase merch bag. And he still has it. He has that card up in his office in his toy room.
That's awesome.
It's Katie Forbes and with my number. And then I sent him a photo like right away because I'm like, he probably gets so many offers. Like I don't want him to forget who this number belongs to. You know, tell him how many numbers he got today. And so I sent him a photo, and then on our first date, that photo was his background on his phone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was so cute, baby. That really is what solidified it. because the way he's so like introverted and he doesn't like, he's not overly dramatic. It was hard to read him at first. Like, is he even into me? And of course, I was talking about things that like, I was like, I just went to India. Like, and for me being new in my wrestling career, that was still so exciting. And for Rob being like burnt out of wrestling, he's like, cool.
Also, it was probably the least favorite place I've ever been.
India was?
India is just so special.
And no offense to India, but everyone got sick on that tour, and back then it was a lot dirtier than it is now.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I had a magical experience every single time I went. I used to go there a lot and wrestle for the great Kali, his company CWE over there, and the shows would draw like 70,000 people. Yeah, and I love being in nature, so the views were beautiful and the crowds were great. I love Indian food's my favorite food. I love chicken tikka masala, buttery chicken. So I was so excited to tell you about it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, cool. But as the date went on, our chemistry, of course, grew, obviously. And here we are going on 9 years.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Coming up on 9 years.
Yeah.
Also, that probably that very day was probably the lowest I ever felt in all of my depression.
Really?
Yeah, that day was like I was having so much
Anxiety?
Huh?
Anxiety?
No, I was gonna say no. See, this was our date is just like 1 or 2 days, one day after the weekend of WrestleMania 16, or I don't know if it was 16.
It was 2016.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And anyway, that was just when I was going through everything, and I was drinking so much then, and I had a 13-hour blackout, and then that was all like the same couple of days I met her, and then we made it back home, and the word I was looking for was I had such a spiritual hangover, and I was just regretting I was finding out. I was looking at my phone, and I was like, oh my God, and I was reading messages that I'd sent and stuff that I didn't remember doing, and I said, I just found out.
I got in the car when he first picked me up, like the first conversation we had on the date. I'm getting in the car. I was like, how are you doing? And then he's like, I just found out what I did this weekend. And I didn't find out like till way later what he said. I heard, I just found out I had a kid this weekend. And so I was like, wow, this man is wild.
He's all over the place.
Yeah. And it didn't even stop me. Like, I was like, wow, okay.
Hey.
Later on, I don't even know when I found out. Then I found out he said, I just found out what I did this weekend. Yeah, he was in that dark time, but I've always seen a light in him. Like I saw the light in him just watching him on ECW, and then I felt the light, in him feeling his energy and meeting him in person and getting to know him on a more personal level outside of the character I saw on TV. So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sure, I love it.
Yeah. And we've been together forever, and we still find ways like where we're like love each other even more and fall deeper in love and learn each other even more too.
That's what you're looking for. That's the way to be.
Yeah.
Katie, I don't know if I ever told you this. So I was in South Jersey for Philly. I don't remember, it was like a wrestling show or something, but I was taking an Uber, and the guy that picked me up, we were talking about wrestling, and I don't even think I mentioned Rob to him at all, like that I was doing a podcast with Rob or nothing like that. But he was like, I watched a lot of wrestling and stuff like that. And we were talking about women's wrestling. And he's like, who really stays out to me? And I was like, oh, who? And he was like, her name's Katie. And
I'm the only Katie in wrestling. You already know.
And I was like, Katie Ford? Yeah. And he was like, she's got such a personality and presence and everything like that. And I think he saw you wrestle in India. And then he got
awesome.
Yeah. And that was just an Uber. Like... It was so crazy. I was like, dang, that's wild. I was like, yeah, that's Rob's wife.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
How wild is that? So yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only Katie in wrestling ever.
Well, you don't know about Katie Vick, baby.
Oh, well, yeah. You don't want to know about Katie.
Comment that on the side. I saw that earlier.
Katie Vick was a corpse that Kane was fucking.
Oh, that makes the comment funnier.
Doesn't it? It's like you don't know about Katie Vick.
Okay, that's funny.
That's great.
Love you, Barbara.
We'll close it out with this one. It's a super chat by Maddie. Rob, he has a request for you. Rob, can you do a stoned Hulk Hogan impersonation?
Stone Hulk Hogan. No, probably not. But I'll try. Let's see. I got to get my props here so I can.
There you go. You gotta get ready.
Method actor.
Method acting. You're like Pacino.
You know something, brother? This works for me, brother. These little roaches, they get this small, brother. My fingers are just so fucking big. In my hand is the power. He did that one time on a promo that anyone my age remembers. And here lies the power. Something like that.
Cool.
It was great. I told Maddie before you got on, I was like, I think my favorite Rob impression right now is the Hulk Hogan one because you did it out of nowhere, and I popped so big when you did it.
Okay, y'all. Everybody that's in our chat, make sure y'all go to onlywrestlers.com. Y'all all know about OnlyFans, and Rob and I created a website that launched today, and it's onlywrestlers.com. Go check it out, make a profile, and it's free for the first month.
It's for fans, and it's for wrestlers, and it's a chance for everybody to make money, fans and wrestlers, and build a community. And it's unlike anything that's being done, and it's a one-of-a-kind idea. I hope you dig it, and we need some numbers. The more we have, Kitty and I are free to follow. So although there's nothing on there yet, but we're going to start today because that's how new this is. And I'm going to do every day. I'm committed to it every day. Even if I'm having a horrible day, I'm going to take time to say, what up, followers, my Only Wrestlers Association. I'm stuck at this airport because my flight keeps getting pushed back, and I've already missed my connection home. And I'm thinking about buying a whole new flight at the other gate because there's a direct one, even though I have one paid for. And Katie hates it when I do that, but that can.
We're gonna have exciting stuff too. We're gonna have live chats, live exclusive content, behind the scenes interviews.
And followers, they get other followers that you recommend, and they put your referral code in. Boom, you get 5% of whatever they spend for 12 months. So that's why I mean it's a chance for everyone to do some business together in a community. There's a loyalty program. All of it is just big ground zero, and we're building. So keep that in mind when you look at the website and when you have ideas that can help us.
Absolutely, yes. OnlyWrestlers.com, guys. Sign up now. Get there on the early ground and be a part of it. Whether you're a wrestler or a fan, do it to it. So, cool. Katie, is there anything you want to plug too? Any appearances upcoming or anything like that going on?
We're going to be in Winnipeg, October 26th, doing autograph signing. Right, baby?
Is that what it is? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's up, Winnipeg? Come see us. I'll probably be looking really cute because that is Halloween weekend. Ooh. And that's my favorite holiday. So,
yay.
Yeah.
Do you have a costume plan?
No, but I have a huge closet of costumes. I already have just so many costumes. So, I don't know. Sometimes I repeat things I've done like for photo shoots or like Comic-Con outfits, or sometimes I'll just get a whole new thing. But I guess I'm basic and I just like to keep it sexy. I don't really do like creepy things but I don't even like creepy movies. But I'd like to dress up. So y'all know it's going to be fly. But y'all can keep up with all my outfits and everything I do on my social media. On Instagram is Katie Forbes, the number 4 real on Instagram. And on Twitter, it's the THE Katie Forbes. And then onlyfans.com/Katie Forbes. And also I'm free on onlywrestlers.com. So keep up with me, y'all.
Keep those tabs going. You can follow RVD at The Real RVD on Twitter and at The Real RVD on Instagram.
I don't think they call it Twitter anymore, dude.
It's X.
Oh, it's X.
Y'all need to catch up.
Once I know something named as one thing, it's hard. Like if somebody has a WWE name and then they leave WWE and have another name, it's like I blank
on it too. I do the same thing.
Like it's hard. All of our friends have like 5 different names.
Better odds of getting it right then.
Yeah.
So, but you guys, yes, if you like what you're seeing, definitely check out Only Wrestlers. Get on the forefront of that. You can go to onetruesport.com and shop those RVD tees and merchandise you see up there. You can go to rvdtv.com and subscribe there. 1tsport.com for more merchandise. Rate us 5 stars on the podcast stuff, whether that's Apple or Spotify. Have a good time with us and give us some feedback. Katie, thanks for joining. Rob, it's always a pleasure, man. We'll do this.
Right on, Dom, and thanks, Van Dam fam. Do you know when you're going to want to do it again this week?
Do you want to? We can do Thursday. We can do my options are open. Thursday, Friday. I'm up for whatever, Rob. Whatever works for you.
Cool. And shout out to Venice Beach Dub Club in the house. We love the entrance song. We love it. It reminds us of Hawaii and our last beautiful vacation there. And it's such, I love the song. Yeah. I don't think he was in here, but anyway, shout out to you.
Seth, you're the man. So shout out to you, brother. All right, guys. We'll see you next time here on One of a Kind. RVD and KT.
Woo!
Woo. See you guys.